Okay. Beta. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man. I'm from that Texas. Y'all boys done pulled me off my lunch break, bro. I'm reading these comments. I'm like, now I gotta cook you, bro. Big boss K-Po through the door to talk this boxer. Mental health check. Y'all know I do this in all my videos. How y'all doing? Remember, tough times don't last, good people do. Don't off yourself. Call that mental health hotline. Remember, you matter. Your boy on his lunch break, I had a kind of unhealthy lunch. I ate some Cheetos because I wasn't really hungry. You know, normally I try to eat some kind of healthy, but I wasn't really hungry. So I said, F it, let me get these Cheetos. These Cheetos, right? For all my Hispanics, shout out to y'all. Peep game. A lot of Bud Buddies been trying to jump Boss Hog. They tried to jump me, bro. In the comment section. Do y'all not understand who you dealing with? These niggas tried to jump me in the comment section, man. Yeah, boss. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Man, I don't care how many of y'all come in the comment section. I'm telling you. Y'all think I'm in here with y'all. Y'all in here with me. Now you stuck. Ain't no going home. I told y'all. You come over here, you die over here. And I'm not talking about, I gotta explain this because, you know, it's 2024. People take stuff literally. I don't need no police knocking on my door. All I'm saying is, you come over here, you die over here. And meaning that when you come to Boss channel and you in the comment section, you talking reckless, you don't know what you talking about, you don't know, you on that fanboy stuff and all that, I'm gonna cook you. Right? Now, there are some pro-Bud channels that make sense, right? And the only reason they make sense because they're able to articulate their viewpoint. Tough glove boxing, right? That's a brother I respect. The reason I respect him is because of this. He's able to articulate. He's not a Bud buddy, right? He just like Bud Crawford. That's just his guy. Jay Will, me and Jay Will, man, we've been going back and forth past 2-3 years. He not a Bud buddy. He just like Bud. You know what I'm saying? Dark Kent. Me and him been debating the past couple months. We respect each other. He has his viewpoint, I have mine. You know what I'm saying? But he's logical. All these dudes are logical, right? If I sit there and I say, hey, Terence Crawford is not a big draw, they gonna agree with me. They're gonna say, yeah, that's true, but hey, it may have changed now because he beat Errol. We don't know until he fight again. I can respect that. I can respect the answer like that. But when I hear dudes talk about, oh no, Terence Crawford been a big draw, you know, he been a big draw than Errol, you know, and you don't know no boxing. When I hear a dude talking like that, that's sack chasing talk. That's a language I don't understand. I can't comprehend. That's sack chaser talk. That's meat riding talk. Pause. No diddy. That's what you doing. You feel me? Over here, we talk boxing. We support all boxing. We support all fighters. The reason why I go so hard on Terence Crawford, it's not because of Terence Crawford. It's because the Bud Buddies with their unrealistic, delusional statements. Peep game. Before Terence Crawford and Errol Spence fought, there was the debate of who's the A side, right? The Bud Buddies said Terence Crawford is the A side because he was undisputed at 140, right? They were trying to use accolades to validate that Terence Crawford is a bigger star than Errol Spence. They've been doing this, and we pointed this out previously. Errol Spence is the bigger draw. He's fought better competition. But even at 140, his run at 140 ain't that impressive. Is it his fault? No, because there was nobody there to fight at 140. There were no big names at the time, right? So he did what he was supposed to do. He beat everybody. He made his easy run to 140. He went to 147. Now, once he got to 147, that's what I question. When you hear boss talk, I only talk about his run at 147. I don't really talk about 140, 135. I don't talk about that. I talk about 147 because that's where all the live dogs is at, and you chose to stay where you was at, right? But that's beside the point. That's prior to the Errol Spence fight. After the Errol Spence fight, we cooking. After the Errol Spence fight, Terence Crawford got his credit for me. right? The statements of, oh, boss, you gonna be hurt. I wasn't hurt. You can go watch my live. That was one of my biggest lives that I ever did on YouTube after the Spence fight. I went live immediately after, right? The fight. Immediately after. Demeanor wasn't upset. Nothing. I was good. And I was talking boxing. And me and a lot of bud buddies was able to come to some terms on some things. You got me? And there's a lot of y'all I was looking for. Couldn't find nothing. You know, the ones that be in the comment section, I couldn't find you. Right? But that's beside the point. Now, we're in this situation where the Tim Tszyu fight is coming up. Not Tim Tszyu. It's the Fundora situation. And you got Bud Buddy saying, oh, Terence Crawford deserves that fight over Errol Spence. First and foremost, Terence Crawford has all the belts at 100. I mean, not all of them, but he has majority of the belts at 147 pounds. So he's a welterweight, right? And when I made that statement, you know, the Bud Buddies responded with, oh, well, Terence Crawford, you know, he could go up. Canelo went up and he was undisputed. He went up and fought Bivol. Yeah! My reason for why I made that statement is because of this. He's worrying about a Tim Tszyu, Sebastian Fundora fight. You got all the belts at 147. Dang there, you got 3 of them, majority of them. The only one you don't have is the IBF belt. And you trying to go up and fight Sebastian Fundora, but you got Boots Ennis right there. So, like I said, as long as he got them belts, Boots Ennis needs to be your priority. That's it. Okay? Now, when it come down to Boots, people want to make excuses. Ah, man, he ain't did nothing. Crawford and him in the same boat right now. Very talented fighters, but their star power is not where it need to be. Now, granted, we shall see. I think there will be an increase in Terence Crawford's star power, but it's not bigger than Errol's. He does not draw that much money, and that's what y'all don't understand. He does not draw. There's not a market for him, right? You have to have a market. It's supply and demand. You got to have a market for said fighter. Terence Crawford can't come to Texas, right? You look at fighters like Canelo. Canelo could go anywhere, and he gonna do numbers. Tank gonna go anywhere. Tank finna come to Houston and fight. He gonna do numbers here. Why? Because the economy, and you know, he gonna do numbers here. They're very smart and why, but they can go in these different markets and succeed. They can even go out of America and succeed. Terence Crawford can't do that. He only can have success in Omaha, Nebraska. That's the only place he has success at. Errol Spence can go anywhere, Barclays, LA, Philly, wherever, and he's gonna have people come watch him fight. Why? Because there's a market for him. That's just what it boils down to. Y'all gotta accept that, bro. I don't understand what y'all not understanding about that. Like, it's like I'm talking to the wall or something like that. Like, there's no market for Terence Crawford. You even heard Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn signs everybody that he looks at as a great fighter. He's not going to sign Terence Crawford. Why? Because his mindset is this. I don't have anything for Terence Crawford. And there's not really a market for him. What will I be able to do with him? This is Eddie Hearn. So all I'm saying is at the end of the day, Terence Crawford looking like the odd man out. Now I got another video coming up. Another one. Well, I'm finna talk about this, who deserves the fight for Sebastian Fundora. Stay tuned. Boss gone.